like, don't look at me. We are on our morning walk with Dexter. Good boy. Dexter is doing our state of mind day training program. He also did our mindset reset program. Dexter struggles, hi buddy. Dexter struggles with a calm mindset because he's an Aussie. And he also struggles with reactivity, and he reacts quick. So he goes from 0 to 100 pretty quickly, and it's not overly consistent. So we are going to do some work over the next 4 weeks, and I'm really excited to work with him because he's fun. He really likes to work. He's a smart dog. I love my herding and working breeds. So this is going to be a good time. Right, buddy? We're going to have a good time. Yeah. Yes. Good. Come on. Dex. Come on. Yes, good boy. Good. Good job, buddy. Come on. That's it. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's a good boy. This is a good. So we are walking through Mill Lake. It's a nice morning. Just walked my son to school, so there's lots of kids and lots of people with their dogs, and Dexter's definitely attentive to those things. He's a bit skittish right now. It's also in a new environment, so that's a factor as well. But we're just holding him accountable to things that I know he knows, and it's definitely helping. He's calmed down a lot. He's definitely a lot more relaxed, a lot less on guard. And I'm actually starting to get a couple check-ins. He's not overly food motivated when he gets into stressful situations. Come here. Good boy. But that's okay. He takes my praise, and yeah. You're doing a good job, Dex. Yes, you are. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Yes, good boy. Let's go. Come on. Good. Let's go. Yes, good boy. Yep. Good boy. He really wanted to stop for those geese. And we're just going to keep going. Good job. This is all just leash pressure. And of course, one of the best things for Dexter possibly is some neutrality work outside. Often outside to dogs can mean a wild party. And we also need to teach them how to be calm outside and not just be moving all the time. It's very easy for us to get in a habit of, just getting out for a walk. But we have to really kind of slow down and make sure our dogs are handling the walk in a good state of mind, especially when we get really busy, like Christmas time. It's really easy to rush things. It's very easy to rush things and, not be able to work through them like we normally would. So just a reminder to take your time. If your dog's feeling anxious before you even leave for your walk, you need to be working there. And if you notice on the walk their state of mind is heightening, then we also need to be working out there. And we just made the decision to lay down, even while people were walking by. And I love that. Okay, let's go. That was great. So we're just doing some place work, and I have released him. And, he's exploring. It's a new place. But something that people don't think about is when your dog sniffs everything that they continue to sniff, everything that they sniff, they are heightening their overstimulation. Everything just layers and layers and layers, right? It's new information. Every little thing that they sniff, they're gaining more and more, and they're heightening in their state of arousal. So constantly like sniffing and sourcing out things is also not a calm state of mind, despite him being like rather quiet, not really bothering anybody. This is not what I would want my dog to be doing all the time in my house. Good boy. Okay. Good. So loose, loose, loose. He's in a good position. I remain loose. If he gets ahead of me, I'm going to turn. Pressure. Pressure off. He's following. He's following. Pressure. And then off again. Pressure. Off again. So that's just kind of pressure. Off again. That's how the prong collar works. So the goal is never to hold pressure. So with a flat collar, you will see dogs choking themselves out. The goal with the prong collar is that they learn leash pressure or collar pressure. So anytime pressure's on, he knows to come back. There's no pressure added. Perfect. I go back. He knows that's what's happening. So you kind of start playing these games with the prong collar. Leave it. Good. Yes. Good boy. Sit. Good job. Leave it. Good boy. Let's go. Yes. So we're going to come up to some birds here. Let's see if he needs a correction to disengage. Leave it. Good boy. So he didn't need a correction. Leave it. Good. Good. There's no anger. Nobody's upset. He just gets re-engaged back to my energy. So he got a little bit outward and forward, wasn't really thinking about what we were doing. So I just gave him a little bit of a prong correction. Wasn't super sharp or anything. It was actually a little bit dull. Sit. Good. Yeah. Good. And yeah. So no hard feelings. We just continue on. It's a way of communicating, and that's all it is, really. It's not about even punishing. I'm just speaking to him in a way that we both understand. Right, buddy? Oh, good boy. And we are out for our morning stroll with Dexter. It's day 2 with Dexter. He definitely is feeling a little bit more comfortable to push boundaries, to be a little bit more whiny, but we are just staying on top of that, holding him accountable. Come on, good boy. Holding him accountable to just having that calm mindset. He was definitely a bit anxious getting dropped off, and he just worked on some place and worked through that. So that was good. All I just asked for is no whining. So he definitely gets a little bit of corrections for any constant whining, 1 or 2 here and there. I let him work through. But just a quick e-collar 8 to 12 he's working at, and it's working really well. So you might get 1 or 2, and then he is good to just work through it on his own, and that's definitely what he needs. He struggles to cope on his own. He's definitely dependent on owner affection, sitting on the couch. That's that sort of thing. So we're just working on a little bit of that. Outside, he definitely shows a little bit of skittishness. He doesn't like people walking behind him. Anything walking behind him makes him very uncomfortable. So we're just making sure that he's not feeling the need to, check behind us or look at people. I actually want him to just trust that I have this handled. So he lives in a state of mind where he always feels like he needs to be worried about his surroundings. And all I want to teach him is not to worry about that. So I don't let him turn to look at things when they're behind us. I don't let him hyperfixate. And it puts him in a much better state of mind when we're walking around like this. I just want to see if I can capture a bit of micromanaging here. Leave it. Good boy. I don't really want him turning around and looking at things. Leave it. So I'm good boy. Good. Shake it off. I'm keeping his attention forward because he's good boy, constantly worried about his surroundings. Leave it. Good boy. And I don't want him to have to be, because when he starts doing that, he starts circling, walking backwards, getting really anxious. So I'd rather keep him in this frame of mind, right? So just those simple corrections where I didn't let him look backwards. He gets to be present. I don't want him worrying about what could happen. I just want him to trust. And loud noises like car music, cars reversing near us, he's just very good boy, nervous about everything. So just keeping him with me and showing him that everything is the same even with the noise. Sit. Dexter is on our walk to school this morning. Got Nicholas with us. The umbrella. Busy streets, lots of kids, lots of people. He's doing really well. You can definitely tell when someone gets up behind us, but it's gotten a lot better. He's not spinning or hyperfixating on it. You can tell that he's working on trying to look forward. And I am letting him work through some of it, correcting it when it gets a little bit difficult, just kind of guiding him more into that position. But he's doing really well. He's less hyperfixated on the environment, less worried about what's going on. Just needed some guidance at the beginning about what we were doing, but good boy. He's quickly into good position and into good mindset. So, hey buddy, he's a good boy. Your attitude matters. If you're feeling anxious about the situation, it's going to travel down the leash. If you're feeling confident in how to handle a situation, it's going to show. And that is so much easier said than done. I will always tell people to have a plan, have an exit, be prepared. And it's not fair for reactive dog owners to have to be so prepared and on guard. But unfortunately, that doesn't stop people from doing the things. So, my best advice is to be prepared, to know your exit strategies, to know kind of where you're walking. Sit down. Thank you. To know where you're walking, times, weather. These things matter. That would be my tidbit. Okay. Dexter, heel. Good. Okay. Okay. Dexter, heel. Good boy. Okay. Okay. He already peed on that one. Dexter, heel. Good boy. We fell asleep much quicker today. Doing pretty good. We've had no reactions. We've looked at each other a couple times like, why the fuck are you so close? But I've been here to Knox back up, facilitate and guide and just be a trusted source. We've actually got Oscar gravitating beside Dexter and Dexter not minding. So that's a win for sure. All right, we have stopped for a little neutrality break. Good job. Everyone's just, nope, sit down, chilling except Knox. Who's struggling a little bit? That's cool. This guy's not. That's what's important. He's actually doing a really fantastic job. He's not bothered by Oscar. Oscar isn't a bother, so he shouldn't really be, too intimidated by Oscar. But yeah, they're doing really well. You guys doing good? Yeah, good boy, Dex. You've been a very good boy. Sit, Knox. Good. That's much better. You can ignore me. It's still good. Yeah. Alright, so we've got Knox off leash now. He gives a totally different element for Dexter. She is just very used to me doing things with her, so she's just waiting for me to do something. She doesn't really care about him because she knows that I'm not going to let anything happen. And he has looked at her a couple times, and I've just asked him to leave it with verbal corrections, and he is doing well. So, good. I'll take it, right? Good boy. He's unconcerned. Oscar's off. Oscar doesn't really care about anything either, though. Good. Very good. That's pretty good. Good boy. Leave it. Good boy. Leave it. Good. Good job, Dex. Good job, Dexter. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Heel. Good boy, buddy. Good job. That was busy. Pretty busy trail. And I'm just going to show Dexter here. Good boy. Leave it. Leave it. So that was a dog. I gave him 2 e-collar corrections. That's what we get. I just moved slightly off the path, just to give him a little bit of space, but it was more because we didn't see it coming. That was good. We're passing lots of people. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good boy. Leave it. Good. Dexter. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Nope. Sit. Good boy. Good job. Good choice. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Leave it. Oh, sit. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Leave it. Good job. Good choice. Good boy. Leave it. Good job. Good boy. Leave it. Good. That was no e-collar. That's just verbal. This dog might be a little harder at sniffing the sides, so we'll see. Leave it. Good boy. Leave it. Good boy. Dexter, leave it. Good boy. Nope. That was an e-collar. So that's 1 time out of 7.